Day 5 of the fast. I'm feeling like I'm hitting the wall. I am not feeling the best. Feeling irritable, feeling pretty hungry, feeling so much light vata energy. In Ayurveda, vata is just light and frenetic, kind of like a squirrel. You don't feel grounded like a gorilla or like an elephant. That's kapha. So I just feel like I don't have that strength in my step. I don't have that strength in my stride. So I'm thinking about refeeding now. And how you break a fast is really important. So gonna start with some bone broth. It's like 3 o'clock. And then 2 hours later have a little bit more bone broth. And then have a nice meal around 5 or 6 o'clock with just steamed vegetables. So I'm really looking forward to that. Gonna get my protein. Put a little bit of ghee in there. You don't want to go too heavy on the fats. And the rule of thumb is, let's say you do a 5-day fast, you take half of that, and that's how many days you take to refeed with gentle, very gentle food. So for me, it's gonna take 2.5 days to refeed gradually. You don't want to jump back in. Huge mistake I made before was I fasted for 3 days, and then my first meal back was 8 eggs. And I just felt heavy and miserable. So you gotta be really careful, especially when you're doing a fast more than like 2 or 3 days, how to refeed, because that can actually shock your digestion system. So really excited to get back into eating again, to be honest. When it comes to who should and who should not do long-term fast, just putting this in my tripod. Arm is burning. So here's a great question. Who should not do a fast more than like 3 to 5 days? Generally, it's okay for everybody, but if your BMI is under like 18.5, then you're gonna want to be very careful. Usually, we call that a vata type person, just very thin, wiry, naturally lean. You want to be careful. If you don't have a lot of body fat, then you're going to start potentially eating away your muscle much faster. So everybody can do a fast for 3 days, but be careful if you start going above 3 days and you're naturally very thin, underweight. Of course, don't do this if you're pregnant, if you're on medications. I'm not suggesting that you particularly do this. This is not medical advice. You have to be smart. You have to know about your medications, any drugs that you're taking. If you're under severe stress, then you might want to be very careful doing a fast more than 3 to 5 days. But if you have a decent amount of body fat, everybody can fast more than 5 days. Now, if you don't have experience fasting, 5 days is a good place to start. I would push it with caution. You probably don't want to go gung-ho the first couple times you do it. There's no rush here. So for me, for example, I did a 2-day fast, and then I refed for a day. Now I'm doing a 5-day fast. Now I'm gonna refeed for 2.5 days. Now next time I do a fast, maybe in the next month, I can try to push 5, 6, 7 days if I want to, but there's nothing saying that I'm not making progress if I just do a 2-day fast, and then a 5-day fast, and then a 3-day fast, and then a 1-day fast after you refeed and restabilize. It's not like you have to keep on breaking your record for how long you fasted. You're not competing with anybody. So I'm gonna take it slow. You keep on getting huge benefits even if you do a 5-day fast, and then the rest of the year you do 1-day fasts. It's not like you have to break your record of 5-day fasts. It's just an experiment. So I'll keep on experimenting with 3-day fasts, 2-day fasts, 1-day fasts, juice fasts, liquid fasts, dry fasts. See, it's like a playground of experimentation. It's not like you have to go past your previous level. It's always good to take it slow. No pushing, no overstressing your body and your mechanisms of adaptation, right? Because it's technically a stress response, right? Your body gets a little bit of stress response, but it's good stress. As long as you don't over push it. You're not doing CrossFit workouts. You're not taking on excessive projects. You're letting your body heal. You're taking it easy on yourself, okay? You're trying to be as mentally healthy as possible. You're not judging yourself for feeling a little bit weak or grumpy or angry or anxious or depressed. These things come and go, right? That's the process of fasting. It's detox symptoms. Everyone's going to be different. So I just want to give you guys the update. Gonna make some bone broth right now. I'm really looking forward to eating those veggies later. So I'm gonna get back to it, okay? All right, so breaking the 5-day fast, you gotta take 2.5 days. And I'm just cooking up some really light stuff, you know, that fits in your 2 palms. And this is just a combination of bone broth, some digestive herbs, garam masala, and ghee and some salt. So I'm feeling really good about this. Digestion is feeling great. And today we got a lot of stuff lining up. We have a car that we're looking to buy. And I'm also reaching out to my previous massage therapy mentors. And we're going to be talking with them and a lot of different stuff that I want to start lining up so that we can get different input about what people see. What can help massage therapists the most? What can help us with burnout, our body, our energy, our aches and pains? Like, my back is feeling, I'd say 70% better, but excuse me, whatever random trigger point happened in my back is preventing me from working out and lifting weights. So I really want to get this fixed. Gonna get that rumble roller coming in. And I'm going to probably go back and get a massage in Boca Raton. So thinking about a lot of different things, you know, you might be noticing all this stuff is out. I was planning on taking a road trip with my buddy, but he canceled on me recently. So probably going to delay that trip a day. We're going up to Georgia and going to explore around Atlanta and go see some springs. So that's going to be an amazing road trip. I'm going to hopefully bring somebody else with and make some good ideas happen there. But anyway, also thinking about this idea of building a mastermind and roommating with other massage therapists, healers, qigong practitioners. So really excited about that. I'll keep you updated, all right? But for now, I'm gonna eat this. I'm feeling strong with this protein, guys. Oh, another cool thing. Experimenting with vegetarian, including, some paneer, milk products, dairy, a lot of kefir, a lot of eggs, and comparing that to when I include a little bit of meat. So I've done a long time, probably a month or two, of not eating the yogurt, the eggs, the bone broth, just strictly really vegan actually. And I feel like my hair got thinner. I feel I lost a little bit of my vigor. I was still taking vitamins and stuff, but there's something about including eggs, kefir, dairy products. It gives my body a little bit more strength. So I think it's always very important to experiment what works for you and not just listen to what everybody else is saying. Those are all just options. Every diet will work for somebody, but you have to experiment and, pay attention to the obvious signs. Tai Lopez talks about this. There's a thesis, there's an antithesis, and then there's a synthesis. So every diet has its legitimacy, but maybe not for you. Maybe not right now. You have to find what works for you. I'm practicing doing this, being a scientist, mad scientist, and observing. And then you go back to your peers and you get advice and counsel from wise people. You rerun the experiment. You have a hypothesis, you run an experiment, you observe, you present your results to your mentors and wise people, and then you rinse and repeat and you pay attention to the obvious signs. So you do this with everything in your life, relationships, your career, what kind of techniques you're using in your career, your dating life, your health, your diet, your exercise. You always got to do it. You can't just stay in a rut. A lot of people stay in a rut. I don't want to be in that rut. You got to find what optimizes for you, all right? So that's what I'm thinking. Glad to be here. Glad to be alive today, feeling strong. And I'll keep you updated. Blessed. Looking good, guys. Just refeeding after the 5-day fast. It's looking good.